Hello friends, data analyst. What does data analyst do? If you are going to apply for a job as a data analyst, or if you are working somewhere as a data analyst, and if you wanted to know means what are the different steps or what are the different activities that data analysts do, then in this video I'm going to tell you about all the steps or all the things which we need as a data analyst, and what are the tools or the skills we need for the data analyst role. Let's try to see this. First of all, data analyst is a very critical role. Wherever you see, everything is all depend upon the data, from where the data is coming, where it is getting stored, how it is processed, and how then it is being utilized by the business. And then there are so many things which can be just centered around data only. So first thing is, data analyst is a very critical role. It helps organizations to gain valuable insights into the expanse of the data they have, and it works with the other organizations to reveal the valuable information as well. Now, when we say valuable information, this is important to understand. That means whatever the things which are there in terms of the data organization having, how this data can be utilized to improve the performance of the organization, or to make the profitable the organizations. And so that all things done by the data analyst. Now we will see what are the different key areas of the data analysis process. Basically, a data analysis is analysis things, or analyzing the data. So first of all, what are the things which we need to understand, and what are the different things a data analyst should understand? So there are different areas which he or she should be able to perform. The first thing is prepare. So this is a preparation of the data. Then second is a model. Wherever whatever the data which we are having, we are creating a model, and then visualize, analyze, manage. So these are the things which are there, and now we are going to see each of this area in detail. Means what is done in every step by a data analyst. Now, first of all is a prepare. Now, when it comes to a prepare step, so this is the step where it gets all started. Very first step is from where the data is coming. What are the different sources of the data? How it is coming? So generally the data is a raw data. It's just a raw data, not organized, unstructured data. It may be a flat files, it may be some Excel files, or it may be some other file types. So there are various types of sources which comes. So that we need to understand. And in this process of this data, first thing is data profiling, cleaning, transforming your data to get ready to model and visualize. So this is the first step where the data is all understood, process. What are the cleaning is to be done for the data quality, that is to done in this step. Basically, turning the raw data to information which is a trusted and understandable. When I say trusted and understandable, we should be able to say this. Like first is integrity of data, then whatever the wrong data we should be able to correct it. Then identifying missing data, means if the data is coming, so sometimes from the source, or if there is some any challenges in the system, some data can be missed. So that is we need to identify. Then convert the data, means suppose some data, whenever we wanted to use it, we wanted to display in some different format. So that converting of the data is to be done. Then make data readable. Whatever the data, I mean sometimes there are business users who put some data in different languages or different symbols, that we need to make sure it is readable. Then we need to understand how to connect to the data. So this is important to understand, means how we are connecting to data. And the last step in this, we can say we need to place data into a proper context and state to eliminate the poor data quality. Means so data quality is very important. The first step, prepare, where we are preparing a raw data to better quality. So that is important. We should be able to understand this is a very important and critical step. If the data is coming going wrong from this step only, then next steps will also be giving wrong results. So that we need to make sure that this is the step perform in the right way. The next step is model. Means once we have prepared data, The next step is model, means this is the process of determining how your tables are related to each other, means whatever the data which is coming we have storing in different tables. So now once it is stored, we should be able to understand means how one table is related to other tables, and how they are having different keys, how they are related. We need to define and create relationship between tables based on the primary keys or the unique keys, whatever it is there. We need to able to understand that these are the relationship between these tables that we need to understand. Then enhance the model by defining metrics and adding custom calculation to enrich your data. So this is the thing where we are going to define metrics, and if there are any custom calculations, suppose whatever the data which is coming, it is not in a detail level or aggregated data. Sometimes we need to calculate some profit, discounted values, that kind of calculations which we can do in a model. We need to understand this is a very important and critical step, creating an effective and proper data model. So whatever the data model which we are creating, it should be effective. Effective means whatever the performance, it should not take too much of time just loading and transforming the data. Means it should be, we should be able to understand that, means whenever the data is getting created in our data model, we should be doing an effective way where, which can just do not slow down the process of the data transformations. Data preparation and modeling is the iterative process. By means of this iterative process is like, we can go back to data preparation, we can just make some changes, come back to modeling, we can modify the model as well. So this is a iterative process, because the data gets changed, so we need to go back to data preparation, modify there, do some calculation over there, and then come back to modeling as well. So that kind of things can also possible. That's why it is a iterative process. Now the third thing is a visualize. Now when it comes to visualize, now we are considering a Power BI tool. So this is one of the tool which can be used as a visualization tool. There are other tools as well, like SAP have a SAP Analyst Cloud. Then we do have a Tableau, ClickView, that kind of reporting tool also available. So that is also a thing. Once we have the data model ready, we need to visualize. Now when visualize means we need to bring the data to life. That is, whatever the data which is there, we should be able to visualize to solve the business problems. Now the data is coming from one place, it is getting converted to the visualization, but by looking at the visualization, so the business users, the management people should be able to take proper decisions. So this is important step, means based on the visualization only they should be able to, suppose some locations is having less revenue, so they need to able to get that insight, and they should be able to take the proper action so that particular locations revenue should be increased. That kind of things can be done with the help of the visualizations. A well-designed report should tell a compelling story. Now, when it comes to story enables the business users to take the decisions quickly based on the insights available. So this is important to understand. We should be able to build powerful reports. Formatting of the reports is important, where we format the report so that it looks nicer, and it is good for the business users to see. And there are some AI capabilities which we can use, artificial intelligence capabilities available in Power BI. For other tools as well, there are offering that capabilities that we should be able to understand, write reports, and that enable business users to get insights and answers to find actionable objectives. So this is the step in a visualization. Now once we have visualizations available, means first step prepare data, second step is modeling the data, third step is visualizing. Now when we have visualizations or dashboards created, one should be able to analyze it. So in analysis, we should be able to understand and interpret the information that is displayed on the report. It should not be just a complicated visualization and not able to interpret properly. So this should not happen. It should be easily understandable and interpretable, so that it will be going to help the business. It should understand the analytical capabilities of Power BI and use those capabilities to find insights, identify patterns and trends, predict outcomes, and then communicate those insights in a way that everyone can understand. Again, this is just a interpretation or identifying patterns and then predicting the outcomes. Advanced analytics, these are some of the things which can be used to get the benefit of the advanced analytics, where business and organizations ultimately drive better decisions. Organization can drill into the data to predict the future patterns and trends. So the report should be in a such a way that it should be able to predict the future patterns and trends. For this, advanced analytics capabilities can be used, and Power BI also provides. In SAP as well, I saw we do have predictive modeling and predictive scenarios are there. So that kind of things can be used when it comes to advanced analytics capability. And the last step is manage, means whatever the assets, reports, visualizations, dashboards which we are creating, we should be able to manage it. When it comes to management, you can say reports, dashboard, workspace, data sets, everything should be managed by the data analyst. Then sharing and distribution of Power BI assets. Now, when it comes to sharing, means it's just not creating a dashboard and visualization and use it for your own. It should be shared with across different stakeholders who are responsible for taking the decisions. So that should be also should be done, so that sharing and distributing should be happen, and faster collaboration between teams and individuals. Now, collaboration also is important when it comes to collaboration between different teams. Like there are people who generally work with each other, business people also they're involved, or developer also. So that collaboration should happen. So for that as well, Power BI provides this capability of collaborating, and that will improve the performance of the teams, and should help the duplication of the efforts and helps ensure security of the data. Now, whatever the things which we are doing as analyst, data security is also important, so that should be taken care. Now, this is all about the data analyst. Now, there are different things which can be done by the data analyst in different tools, and if we are able to understand the Antix tool like Power BI, or in SAP, SSE, Antix, SAP Antix Cloud as well, then it should be easy to understand this role of the data analyst. If you wanted to learn Power BI as well, I do have a complete course from basic to advanced, where I have taken this with the theory and practical examples as well. So the link for that video is available in this video description. If you can go through it. And if you have any questions or comments, do let me know in comment section. If you like my video, then please like it and share it with others as well. Thank you.